Hello, I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker, celebrating Black Women's Week. So as you know, March is celebrating women as a whole, all women, no matter your race, ethnicity, and all the rest, all women. So, again, celebrating all women, but especially the last week in March, we're celebrating Black Women Week. And so that's awesome because, again, we're celebrating all of us all month. And then, again, the last week of March, we celebrate Black women. And I just think that that's awesome. I first learned of this from Kimberly Crenshaw. You can Google Kimberly Crenshaw. She's the hashtag say her name. And then you can Google AAPF. AAPM, .org. But anyway, because she tends to have different activities around this time. Well, I'm sure she has activities all the time, but particularly around this time, because that's how. I don't know if that was the first time I met her, but I've gone to some of her events. Even the Blessed One where we had Diane Carroll there over at the UCLA Hammer. That was awesome. We had so many great people in the room that day. When you look on my Instagram and on my Facebook and Twitter, you might see that picture sometimes, a whole bunch of us. And I'm sort of like doing a selfie with all of them in the background, but it was even more women than that. It was just awesome, bringing us all together, talking about different subjects. And I know I just did the virtual one of hashtag say her name, which that is so important. I learned so much from that. Again, thank you, Kimberly Crenshaw. I knew the media played a part, but I didn't know it played like that much of a part. And when, we talk about with women, when we die at the hands of police, at times it doesn't get as much publicity or attention as when the men, die at the hand of police. And they just talked about overall the media and how the media sometimes will work with the police. And I'm giving this false narrative of what happened, and that doesn't even be nowhere near what happened, which that is what we as Black women experience a lot. And that's why I'm happy, and I think that it is very beneficial for us to have our own week celebrating Black Women's Week, because Black women, we go through so much. I know I have a post where it says where Malcolm X talks about how Black women are the most disrespected and Black women go through this and that. But even before Malcolm X, Sojourner Truth, which I'm sure Malcolm X, he was a learned man where he studied and stuff, so he probably got some of that from Sojourner Truth, but and from others. But I remember Sojourner Truth reading about her when she said the most hated person is the female. You got the gender, but then Black women. Because not only is it about our gender, where, we still have to deal with a lot just from being women overall, but then we're Black women. And Black people as a whole still have to deal with the challenges of just being of color, of being a Black person. And so now we have the thing of the gender, that we're a Black woman, that we're a woman, and then we're Black. So the whole overall, piece and things. So, I don't know, I find it's just very, very interesting, very, very interesting, research that, because it helps you. It helps you to understand at times why you encounter certain things. Me, I'm a very happy, loving person. I'm your girl, Michelle Walker. Me, I'm we want to just have a great personality. I'm happy. I love people. I love interacting with people, but then also I'm a comedian, an actress. I believe in standing up for rights, civil rights leader, love education, love studying, love learning, just a lot of different things, and I just love people, and even just growing up, I've always been like this happy type person, and sometimes now when I look back and you sort of wonder, well, why did they act that way? Well, why did they do that? Me never knowing that the color of my skin had anything to do with my interactions, I just, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't even aware of that, until you be study it and I've taken now, many of Black history courses women and race gender and race and courses, along with not only just gender and race, but then including the economical status, in there too, and how that can play in your social economical status and different things, how that can take place too, up in all the things on what people are judging you about, which is so unfair. Because again, I do thank God that I was raised in a family that people are people. We love on people. We treat people right, all people, regardless of their race, regardless of how much money they have, class. That's the one I was like, so class, gender, and race. Just treating people right. But unfortunately, we will experience things sometime and we won't even realize it, but that person is treating us that particular way because we're a woman, because we're black. And maybe if they feel like we're a lesser class than them, or whatever the case may be, or it doesn't even have to be of them. You see other people in the same class still treat people, if they think that, that person is not in quote unquote a high status class, which I don't get into the class thing, because people are people, you know what I'm saying? And really just COVID and tore down all the classes happening, because you get COVID, you got the great chance of dying no matter how much money you got, okay? COVID and killed off people. COVID did not care about how much money you had. But anyway, thank God we're coming out of it. We're coming out of it now. But let me date this video right now. So also today is March 26, 2021, which is my baby son's birthday. So I'm excited about that. So again, us black women as mothers, still tackling the issue of black women who are pregnant, not getting good health care. Well, overall, sometimes we as black women don't get good health care and have challenges when we go to hospitals, challenges when we go to the doctor's office. They don't really want to give us the best medicine. They don't want to give us any medicine if we need it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a proponent of trying to get medicine, but again, if you're in pain or if you need something, or if they need to, do a certain test, you shouldn't have to, debate with your doctor to try to get your doctor to do what they're supposed to be doing. They should automatically, especially when right next door to you is a person that's not black, and you're hearing how nice the doctor is to that person, how the doctor is just offering all kind of resources and tests and medication if they asking if they need this, and then they come into you and act like they're doing you a favor by seeing you. And you have to remember, you all, when you go to the doctors, they're getting paid to see you. Either you're paying cash, either your insurance is paying them, and then regardless of your insurance, regardless if it's insurance like a Blue Shield, Blue Cross insurance, or whether it's Medicaid, or whether it's Medicare, or whatever it is, it's insurance, and they're getting paid on your behalf because you are there. So don't let them come in, black women, and treat you like you a charity case, because they're not doing what they're doing for free. They're getting paid. Even if it is a community health clinic, guess what? They're getting paid because they're seeing you. Because if they didn't have any clients, they wouldn't get grants or money to fund their health clinic, their community clinic. So again, keep that. And it's not like you want to, constantly bring that up or just but I want you to know and be aware of that for when they try to treat you less than. Because unfortunately, just this color will make people, it triggers in their mind that they feel like it's okay to mistreat you. It's okay to treat you less than, or in their mind, they start thinking you're less than because of the color of your skin. I know sometimes you just be placing, and people will just start asking you questions. Where you live, what this and that. And I'm real good at either just ignoring or, and this could be people of all races, because if you were a white woman, they would not be asking you those many questions. And I always like to take the comparison all the way to, and not comparison that you want to be like that person, but I would just say the analogy of looking at how they treat a rich white man compared to how they treat you, because I feel like they should be treating all of us like a rich white man, because a rich white man tends to get the best of everything. People treat them the best. They talk to them right. They get the best care at the hospitals, the doctors, and all that. So it's like you treat all of us that way, So it's like, now would you be asking this rich white man where he lives, what he do, where he from, da 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 da? You wouldn't be too quick to be diving into their business. But I got to thinking, that's a race thing. And it reminds me of slavery and the thing where they feel like it's okay to ask black people, where are you at, where you going, what you doing, and then when you're in certain neighborhoods, when you're in certain neighborhoods, that, maybe some people feel, maybe affluent neighborhoods, and some people feel that you should not. No, these streets are free for everybody. Meaning you free to walk down to whatever street, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, well, they actually got a gate to block off Bel Air. I don't know, it might be a certain part of Bel Air you can walk, but I know when you go up there by UCLA, I remember seeing a gate, at least to go in the neighborhood. And some neighborhoods do actually have security that you can't just freely walk in there. But most streets are free. Inside, well, it's free when I say free for you to be able to walk down, roam down, whatever the case might be. And you shouldn't get questioned on why you in the neighborhood, why you there, why. And again, I get neighborhood watchers that's looking for, making sure nobody's stealing stuff or whatever. But the challenge is when they see us walk down the street, now they want to ask 1,000 questions. They didn't ask no questions when the white person or maybe some of the other races walk down the street. But most definitely when we walk down the street, they got 50,000 questions. Then you have to watch it because they come up very nice sometimes. How you doing? Welcome to our neighborhood. Welcome. Now, how did you know I didn't live there? Oh, excuse me. How did you know this is not my neighborhood too? Again, racist, because they just assume that you don't live in that neighborhood. So again, as Black women, we have to deal with a lot. I mean, we have to questions by Lord, And then it's so sad because with us Black women, not only do we have to deal with racism from other races, but we have to deal with racism still within our own race. So we always have to remember, first of all, you don't know where some Black people have been raised. Some Black people have been raised around non-Black people, and so they have that mindset, that white supremacist mindset. You have some Black people that have been raised in all Black people, but they still have that white supremacist mindset, that they feel like white people and other races are better than their own race. And, and everything. When we just go in the stores and look on my Instagram, I got comedy about that, on how, they was following you, you just talk them to death. And, after a while, they be like, no, I'm going to leave her alone. Because if I go say something, she going to talk my head. Yes. So she be trying to follow me, think I'm doing something wrong because I'm not. So I'm going to use this opportunity to make a friend. Anyway, talk their head off, but then they be like, I ain't follow her no more. She talked too much. But anyway, and they don't realize that's your whole goal because they were being racist by following you. They being racist, so you might, come on, since you're going to be with me anyway, come on and walk with me. Let's shop together. You don't have to duck behind. They be ducking behind aisles trying to follow you, acting like they put stuff up. All of a sudden, they come to put stuff up when you in that aisle. What? But anyway, I remember, just, and again, I'm nice to everybody. And, and again, I understand security and go places. They, have to security places. I understand. My thing, I always tell them, just be fair, though. Make sure that you're watching all of us. Don't just watch us. Don't just watch the Black folks, but watch all folks, because while you're watching the Black people, then the other races are going in there stealing everything. And you don't even see it. Why you don't see it? Because you're not looking at it. I know one store I went to, bless his heart, God looked very full of money. But one of the security guards, he was on it. He caught him. He caught him. He's like, come back here, stop. And that guy was just as surprised in his suit. Because, I'm thinking he has gotten away with this, I'm sure, for a long time. Because no one even looks his way. He's that color, he's that race that he can just go and do what he want to do. And ain't nobody going to think nothing wrong, say nothing wrong, or, And so, I told this guy, I said, all right, I see you. I like that. Not that, the man was stealing and you had to stop. But the whole point that you looking at everybody, you're not just stuck on only watching Black people in stores thinking that Black people are the only people that steal. You got all people that steal. I mean, you got people that all races, they go in there and, do what they do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you watch everybody. But I remember, when he was just talking about, well, I just go by what they look like. And I really didn't get deep into him with that, but I thought about it. I said, oh, Lord, well, that's not right. If you're looking at, their clothes or looking at, because again, I'm not really into the name brand. I'm not really into the, because when you say look, because each, different people, everybody has their own, assessment and analysis in their head of, based on what you're dressed like or look like on how they're going to categorize you. You know, some people may think you need to have all these brand name clothes on to mean you got money or you good, and then, you know, or some people think you got to look like this, look like that, you know. And for me, you all know I love myself. I think I'm beautiful no matter what I got on, no matter how my hair. A lot of times, you know, I plait my hair at night. Y'all know that I do this natural. I love my natural hair, but so at night, I water my braid. I watered and braided. I plaited in big braids, you know, and then, you know, I'm going to go somewhere, I take it down. Sometimes I will literally go outside. I just be taking my hair down as I go. It is amazing the strange looks that I get. Now, this is my hair coming out of my head. It was only in braids, you know. You got people walking around with all kind of different hair color, half side shaved, another side not, you know. And I'm talking about other races here because, you know, to me, the black hair, we are the ones that get looked at the most. People are always trying to figure out our hair. You know, they're always, you know, trying to, or categorizing us again by our hair, you know, the type of person we are, you know, by our hair, you know. And I've done it all, the natural, the wigs, the weaves, braids. I don't braids off, but you know, I'm talking about, you know, the long braids where they add the hair into the braids and these were like, you know, but anyway, you know, it'd just be amazing. People look at you like you're crazy, you know. Then if I take it down, then, you know, I could do it without a mirror, whatever. I do my bang, pull it back, do a little braid, and have me some little hair back here, and I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? As I go, I could do that, you know. But again, so they already copying our hair. So, you know, you just don't know what people are judging. And then, unfortunately, as black women, we get judged again. Wrongly, most cases. You know, I think about Sandra Bland. When I see her hair, I look at it as Sandra Bland. I look at that, she probably just had her hair in a little twist or whatever. And don't get me wrong, we can wear hair like that. That's actually a style, you know. So for people that look at black women in braids and think, oh my God, you know, no, that's a style. And our hair is beautiful. When you love yourself like that, you good. You know, my hair is cute. Plaited, it's cute. Like Sandra Brand had her hair plaited in the sense of they have all kind of little curly cute type styles where they you know, put it in little puffs all over, and it's beautiful. Our hair is beautiful, you know. But you know, I see her and I think about, you know, she may even had it in twisted braids, because when she got to where she was going to get to, maybe she was going to, you know, take it down, or maybe that was the hairstyle she was wearing. But I even look at that, they were more rougher with her, the police were, because they just figured maybe she was, they already sometimes look at us black females as if we're less than, but then depending on how we got our hair, what we got on, then they look at us less than. And unfortunately, when we got in natural looks, depending on the person we dealing with, and again, that could be all races, that could be beyond races, they look at us like, you know, all funny because we wearing natural, you know. I'm like, I could put a wig in my hair, straighten my hair if I want to. I don't want to. I enjoy my hair. Enjoy this natural, no heat, just as it flows hair. Yeah, I love it. You know, some people think, oh, you're lazy on the hair, so you just, no. And again, everybody might have their own reasoning for going natural, but I just love my natural. I just start feeling that desire to want to go natural, you know, because sometimes when I was putting weave in or putting weave out or doing my relaxers or whatever, I would see my little curly hair. Sometimes I'm like, why am I covering this up? My hair is so beautiful. And literally one day I was because I know I work a lot in TV entertainment. I was at a studio and I had the blonde wig. Because I did love me some blonde wigs, y'all. I love me a blonde wig. But anyway, I don't know. I just felt like I don't want this blonde wig on. I want to see my natural black, beautiful hair. So there goes that. But anyway, so celebrating Black Women Week. Yes. So celebrate Black women. Celebrate Black women in your family. If you're not Black, find a Black woman. And celebrate Black man. I just want to celebrate you because you're a Black woman. No, I don't do that. Probably look at you. I would look at you. I'm like, well, thank you. Because you know the struggle's real. Thank you. Somebody needs to celebrate us. You know. And y'all know I do comedy. So my whole comedy tag is, it's hard out here for a Black woman. Yes, it is. It's hard out here for a Black woman. You know. Literally, sometimes we walking down the street. Now, again, I'm minding my business, doing what I'm doing. Again, with our mask now on, you can't might be always see a smile, but I used to walk with a smile, or at least, my eyes. Sometimes you can be seeing people's eyes, that they smile. You can't, you can see their eyes and say, hey, see that, it looks like a smile, right? Anyway, even before the mask, you have people grabbing their kids when you walk past. I be looking like, boy, I got 4 kids that are grown, and I got grandkids. I don't want your kid. Now, sometimes those tend to be people of other races. I don't know what they think I'm about to do to their kid. Like, what in the world? Just crazy. And again, so keep in mind, let me also describe again my demographics of where, so again, I tend to live, I live around an area that it's not a lot of black people. It has been increasing. Our neighborhood has been increasing in blacks, but not a lot of black people live in our area. And so you're dealing with all kind of races, not just white people, but you're dealing with all kind of races. I mean, name it, we got it. So some of them don't know a lot about, black people, or they only go about what they see on TV, or maybe someone had a bad experience with a black person, so now they're blaming it on you, and you're like, I didn't do it though. I didn't do it. Having to defend yourself for something you didn't do, Oh, and I remember a guy at CAM, and I just seen where CAM, so that's our California African American Museum, is opening. It's about to open now. Did I take this video? Yes. So this is March 26, 2021, Friday. It's like I always make sure I do the video. But anyway, and again, this is celebrating Black Women's Week. And so, anyway, we had a great meeting. Oh my goodness, I love going to stuff. I believe it was last week. It was either during Black History Month, or it was either same thing. It was the last week of March where we celebrate Black women, and we were literally talking about the room just full of Black women, and different women sort of giving their testimonies of things they experienced. And then I remember where they even talked about that sometimes they don't even allow us to have feelings or treat us like a woman. Some people, they some of the racists, even our own race, sometimes they don't feel like we have feelings or like we're human. This theory of the strong Black woman, we're just strong, and we have to watch that, because then when we go to the doctors, that's why sometimes if you're in pain and you're asking for pain medicine, they don't want to give you pain medicine because they go, oh, you're strong, you can deal with that, or you're not really sick, or just, that's another thing. Kimberly Crenshaw and AAPF.org. You can do this, African American Policies Forum or Foundation, but Google Kimberly, and that's Kimberle, and then Crenshaw, because there's also an event coming up this Monday, March 29th, where they're talking about Black women in the medical field. And I mean, it's just ridiculous what we go through. And watch some of my past videos, because I've talked about it too. But so again, where sometimes they act like we can't even be human, even when you look at Black women that have been raped, they look at her. Now, I know overall women talk about, how the backlash that women get when they're raped, but just think about the backlash Black women get, because well, you shouldn't have been there. Well, why were you there? So you can't go to a party, you can't go have fun, you can't, and for me, again, and I thank God for my family never put these labels on me, or never, said, oh, well, you're Black, so you can't do this, or oh, you're a woman, so you can't do that, so I was raised where I'm free to do whatever, so I always enjoy just having fun, having fun with the guys, having fun with the women, having fun with, a co-ed, a combination of all of us, I'm just there having fun, but now as I look back, sometimes you think about that, maybe sometimes the guys thought you were there because you liked them or wanted them, and no, I'm there just partying, having fun like you are, and then working in the entertainment industry. When you're doing the network things, so you're doing, no, I don't even like you. Like, I'm not here because I like you, I'm trying to get you. No, I'm here working in the entertainment industry like you all. Don't treat me different when I'm shaking your hand versus when you're shaking the male's hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, get hard. We get called groupie just because we're a Black female, just because we're a female, we're one the gender, And then when you're a Black female, they just sometimes assume you're even more promiscuous, so you're just like not wanting nothing but sex all the time, and you're wanting that. This is crazy. We do not just want sex all the time. No more than anybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, these labels that they put on us, and so Yeah, so sometimes we can find that we're not always free just to be us, because people are judging us. But then again, you are free to be you. Because then also I learned, well, let them judge, whatever, let them judge, because sometimes when we go places, we're dressing professional. We got to make sure that we look a certain way, because if not, they'll misjudge us. Sometimes, you don't wear jeans and t-shirts. I don't know if I rarely wear, because a lot of places where you're going, you need people to see you in as much of a positive light as possible in hopes that you get treated, the best that they are willing to treat you. Because again, you're a black woman, sometimes they're only willing to treat you a certain way, or so much of a certain way. So even within that scope of how much they're going to treat you as a black woman, right, they're going to treat you as a black woman, sometimes dressing in a more professional way can sometimes help them to treat you a little bit more better. It just be amazing, so again, I just talk about all this because some people might be like, well, why y'all get a week of black women? So because we need it. No race goes through what black women go through. I don't care what you split the hand. Anyway, because you don't. And that's why sometimes it's challenging to discuss, what you experience as a black person, as a black woman with other races, because then they want to throw in what they experience. And I'm like, I guarantee you are not experiencing what we experience. Like I said, going back to getting on our own black race, even our own black race will treat other women better, women of other races better than they treat their own black women, what I'm saying? And in Hollywood, bless our hearts, the black men, oh my God, they act like some of them act like they scared of black women. You can be walking down the street in Hollywood, and so you're going this way, maybe he's coming this way, he don't even look at you. I guess he's scared that you might think he liked you. I'm like, no, and me, again, the friendly person I am, I'm like, hey, how you doing, and again, I'm just a happy person. I love all people, I always have to remember that sometimes the guys, unfortunately, take that as meaning that you like them, or like, and I know for some women, they do that no matter what race you are. True, but anyway, so again, celebrating Black Women Week. I'm so excited about this week. And so, there's a lot of virtual things you can going on, or you do something virtually, but, again, tell the Black women in your family, hey, I celebrate you. I celebrate you. And I know for some of your family members that don't really get subjects like that, this probably look at you like, okay, like telling a family member I just celebrate, and they're saying, okay, but they sometimes, when you study the field and you're into the movement and you the history and different things, you just see the bigger picture of all the things that we do. And you look at your parents, you look at your family members, like, man, I'm so happy for them. They're doing so good, because it's hard out here for us Black women. It's hard, so you just celebrate your nieces, your kids, you just celebrate. So Black women, I celebrate you. I celebrate you. I know each day we go through so much, but do not give up. And you are not the negative things they say about you. You are beautiful. You are smart. No matter how you wear your hair, no matter what you have on, you're beautiful. You're smart. If you have on, you're going out partying, dressing. You got a little, because y'all know I got me some. Look at my Instagram. I got me some. We got a little bit here, a little bit there. Hey, you're beautiful. It don't mean you easy. Don't mean you anything negative. You're beautiful. If you got the dress down to the floor, which I got those too, you're beautiful. You're beautiful in all forms. No matter how you wear your hair, natural, with weave, wigs, braids with the long, no matter what, you're beautiful. Shaved off, bald, you're beautiful. Because we again get so, judged by our hair. Oh my gosh. I am not here to judge you, beautiful Black women. I am here to celebrate you. I'm here to, and actually celebrate each other every day. But again, this video basically is about celebrating Black Women's Week, which is the last week in March. And because next week is a short week, it sort of started then this week, because you look at 7 days. So you go from 7 days from the end of the month back. There you go. There's our week. You know what I'm saying? And just cheer each other on. Don't be jealous of each other. Love on each other. Don't be so critical of each other, but celebrate each other. And then, like I said, Black women, love yourself. Love yourself. You don't gotta wait for nobody to love you. All right, let me tell you my Instagram. My Instagram is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. My Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks period, listen. And my Twitter is Hope_speaks. My YouTube is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. You see all these other videos. And again, love you all. I'm your girl, Michelle Hope Walker, Black woman, Michelle Hope Walker. I know some people try to be negative, but you don't got to find yourself that way. It is what it is. We're Black women, and I'm not ashamed or afraid to say I'm a Black woman and celebrate being a Black woman. I celebrate all women, but most definitely we go through a lot. I'm going to celebrate who I am, but I love all women. I love all y'all, all races and everybody. All right, y'all. So again, celebrating Black Women Week, celebrating you all. Love you all. God bless.